Hello, beautiful souls. It's Emily with Twins in Union. I hope that everyone is doing well. I am back once again with a Twin Flame collective reading for us to look at the energies around this full moon in Cancer that we have on December 22nd. We also have the winter solstice on December 21st. So this is a really powerful time that we are in right now. So I'm just really excited to share these messages with you. We have another beautiful, amazing reading here that is just blowing me away. So I'm excited to dive in. But before I do, as always, I just want to start by saying thank you and welcome to all of my new subscribers. It was just so exciting to see my channel take off with that last reading I had. So welcome. So glad you're here. And as always, thanks to everyone for your amazing comments and for your likes and for sharing. I just really enjoy connecting with all of you and hearing how much the readings are helping you and bringing you healing and clarity. So it's just great. And as always, too, I want to thank everyone who has purchased readings with me, union coaching sessions with me. I just really enjoy supporting you in your journey and just having you in my life. So thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit and talk about the 12/12 gateway that we just went through. It has been intense, to say the least. So if you have been feeling like some tower energy or curveballs or unexpected plot twists, just know that it's part of this alchemical process that we are in right now, where we are transforming and transmuting, taking the heavy, dense lead and turning it into gold. So if it's been challenging, if it's been tough, just know that the gold is coming. We are moving towards brighter, better times, and it's all being divinely guided. I really feel that's what the tower energy is, right? It's the divine intervention coming in, sweeping in, clearing away everything that is not serving us, that cannot exist in our union or in our connections anymore. So hang in there. I know this has been a tough month, so just keep taking it one day at a time. Do those self-care practices, meditation, whatever helps keep you centered and grounded through all of it. So yeah, and we have this amazing full moon in Cancer coming up. We just had the new moon in Sagittarius, so we've really been hit with fire energy. It's been like this initiation by fire. And it's been intense. So now we're moving into this water, beautiful water Cancer energy. And I feel like that's going to help tame the fire and just kind of soften the energy more. And it's just going to be really beautiful. And we have the fire, masculine, yang energy with the water, feminine energy, the yin energy. And then we also have the solstice on the 21st. So it is that time of year where the night is the longest, the feminine is at her peak, and then the masculine is born because the sun starts gaining strength as we start moving towards the spring equinox and the summer solstice, right? So this solstice is intertwined with these energies of the Cancer full moon. So this Cancer full moon energy is going to carry through with the solstice and lead us all the way into the spring equinox. And this Cancer full moon is at a 0 degrees. So we've had this series of 5 full moons that are at 0 degrees, and this is the second one of the 5. So again, it's that powerful energy of pure potential, being in that 0 point energy, and transformation and change. It's a rebirth happening, and I really do feel like we are releasing so much energy from the past, so many patterns, so many past life stuff, and it's really allowing for this rebirth. It's taking us into a new level of consciousness, a new dynamic in our connections, like a graduation, taking us to a new level in our ascension. So yeah, really powerful energies going on right now. And as far as this full moon in Cancer goes, key themes around this full moon are heart expansion. And I'm really seeing this heavily for the divine masculine, where it is this divine masculine being reborn. This is the divine light coming in, the Christ consciousness coming in. This is represented as the birth of Jesus, is symbolic of the divine masculine being reborn. And so it's the light of the sun starting to regain its strength, the masculine energy starting to grow and regain his strength. And right now the feminine is also very powerful, with this being the longest night of the year, night being feminine yin energy. And so yeah, she's just I feel like the feminine is really at her peak, and I see that coming through in the cards as well. And I'm also just noticing these lights from the blinds like hitting my third eye area and my throat and upper heart chakra. So this full moon, like I was saying, it's going to be a heart opening, and there's authenticity, authentic communication. So it's just interesting how I'm noticing these lights. So yeah, heartfelt communication, communication that is coming from the heart. And I see a lot of deep heart-to-heart conversations and truths being revealed that have never been spoken before. And it's surrounded with this beautiful Cancer energy that is water and healing and nurturing and supportive. It's Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is the feminine energy. So it's just very supportive and very nurturing, soft energy that's really beautiful. And we have the sun moving into Capricorn, which is going to be like a nice solid structure, support structure for all of this water. So Capricorn will give some structure to the watery emotional energy. And Cancer is also a sign that is about home. And so I feel like we are really feeling this feeling of home with our twins, like energetically wanting to feel that feeling of home. It's like that soul calling to be with our twin, that magnetic pull that always brings us back together, feeling that call of soul family and heart and home. So it's a really beautiful full moon, and just full of heartfelt communication and intimacy and sharing and healing. So yeah, it's just really beautiful energy coming in. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, and I will turn the camera towards the cards, and we can start to dive into these messages and go deeper into these energies. Like I said, this is a really powerful full moon, and this is a very powerful reading that I have here. So yeah, I'm going to turn the camera towards the cards, and we can dive in here. So here we go. Okay. So I have prayed over and shuffled and got the spread all laid out for us here. And I made a nice holiday display. I felt inspired. So I've got my star and some pine needles. What do you call these branches from my Christmas tree here? So I hope that you like it. Okay, so let's see. If you are new to my channel, the way I have this set up is I have the masculine energy on this side, and I have the feminine energy over on the side and the union energy in the center here. Please keep in mind that this is a twin flame collective reading. So this is looking at predominant energies floating around in our soul group. So just keep that in mind as you are receiving the messages. Some of it may resonate, some of it may not. So take what resonates. And if you would like to see the energies in your connection with your beloved, I do offer private readings, and this is my full union spread, so it shows you the dynamics of what each of you is thinking, what each of you is feeling, plus an additional question and your union energy. And there are details about that in the description box if you would like to check that out. Okay, so real quick, the decks that I'm using, the blue cards, are from the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. Clarifying the energy cards is the green cards on the outer edges from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And then, let's see, I will be sharing guidance and advice from Spirit from the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and that is by Alana Fairchild. I also have a romance message for us from the Divine Love Letters books, and that covers the materials that I'm using. So I'm going to start with the energies on the bottom of the deck. So on the bottom of the deck of the Energy Oracle, we have the caring connections. And if you saw my last reading, this was the energy of the union between the twins. And so now we have it showing up again. And this time it is like a circumstantial energy surrounding the twins at this time. And so I just feel like this is this beautiful divine light, this Christ consciousness energy that is coming in with the solstice, and is an energy of awakening, is an energy of heart opening, heart healing, increase in consciousness. And again, it's that desire of home, being with our twin, wrapping our arms around our twin, feeling that feeling of home, being with our soul family. And so again, it's just, I really feel like the twins are feeling that call, feeling that pull, that soul felt desire to be together. And it's really beautiful energy surrounding us at this time. And this is a 14, and December is a universal number 14 month in terms of numerology, and 14 is the Temperance card in the tarot deck. So this is that energy of the divine alchemy that is being ushered in with this golden light here that is like that initiation by fire, that is purification of the soul, transformation of the soul, healing, and turning that lead into the gold, transforming and transmuting it. So really powerful energy, and bringing a lot of balance too. Temperance is about balance. And when we add the 1 and the 4, we get a 5, and 5 is that number of the change, the transformation, rising above the challenges, rising above the differences, and moving into this beautiful Christ consciousness energy, the energy of unity, the energy of oneness. That is part of what we are here to do as twin flames, is to ground this energy of unity consciousness. So really beautiful caring connections energy there. And then on the bottom of the deck for the Good Tarot, we have the Chariot. So this is beautiful. This is the white horse and the black horse here, representing the duality of the yin and the yang coming together at the solstice. And this card is about powerful forward movement, gathering our willpower, gathering our strength, preparing to move forward in the next chapter. Like I was saying, it's like we are moving into a new phase, into a new chapter, into a new level, a new frequency of consciousness. And this Chariot energy is here to give us that powerful momentum to move forward. The Chariot is a major arcana, so like I was saying, this is divinely orchestrated, this is divinely guided, and the divine is stepping in here to help push things forward. So really beautiful energy, again, just surrounding our union, surrounding our connections at this time. And this is a number 7, so 7 is representative of the spiritual path, and it is a sign that you are on the right path, you are on track. So keep that in mind. Regardless of what might be happening, you are actually on track. All right, so I'm going to start with the Divine Masculine, and I asked Spirit, what is the Divine Masculine thinking regarding his connection with his Divine Feminine at the time of this full moon in Cancer? And I'll just say right now, these are all doubled up. These cards, there were just a lot of cards that came out for the masculine, so I'm going to be talking about the masculine for quite a while, so get cozy here. And I do feel like I was saying with this solstice, this is a time of rebirth and awakening for the Divine Masculine, so I think that's why he's getting so many cards. So the first card for what is he thinking about his connection with his Divine Feminine, we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this is, again, that beautiful Cancer energy coming in, and it is all about nurturing and intimacy. And so what I feel here is the Divine Masculine is really thinking about this partnership, thinking about this connection, thinking about his relationship with his Divine Feminine. And this is him wanting and thinking about having more intimacy. The second chakra is our chakra that is where our reproductive organs are, our sexual energy, our creative energy. It is the energy of partnerships, of communing with others, relationships, connecting with others. So he's really thinking about this connection and thinking about intimacy, thinking about emotional intimacy, thinking about physical intimacy. And it's really a beautiful energy here. Wanting a deeper connection, wanting this deeper intimacy. And I feel like this Cancer full moon is really stirring up the masculine and opening him up to his own femininity within him. So this is a really powerful time for the masculines. And I feel like he is thinking about taking things to the next level, wanting this deeper intimacy, this more authentic way of connecting and relating to his feminine. This is a 36, so 3 representing the energy of the Trinity, the energy of co-creating, wanting to build something. It's teamwork, it's cooperation, really working together to build something, create something. And with the number 6, that is the energy of the lovers, the harmony, the balance, and the equality between twins. And we add the 6 and the 3 and we get a 9, and 9 is that energy of the higher calling of the soul. It's a light worker number. So I feel like his soul is really feeling a calling here for this deeper intimacy, and this full moon energy that is coming in and the solstice energy that is coming in is really taking him to these places deep within himself where he is examining things and contemplating things. And this is leading into the other card that came up with what he's thinking, which is this rest and rejuvenation. So these two fell out together out of the deck. And I feel like the rest and rejuvenation here is saying that the divine masculine is in the state of deep inner contemplation, reflection, kind of like a hermit mode, where he's seeking inner wisdom, he's seeking inner guidance, he's connecting with the divine. If you look closely, there's this light that is coming down through his crown chakra and light that is coming in all around him. So it's like this powerful divine light that is coming in with the solstice here, getting divine downloads, receiving wisdom, receiving guidance on how to navigate this connection. And I feel too that this is the divine masculine coming to a place of inner peace within himself around the connection, where he is not fighting it or resisting it or putting up walls and barriers anymore. It's like the walls are coming down and his heart is opening up and he is feeling ready for taking this to a new level of deeper intimacy, deeper commitment, and wanting to build something, wanting a partnership. And so he's finding inner peace. He's getting to a place of peace of mind around this connection, around this desire for deeper intimacy and something that's really true and authentic. And this is a number 19, so 1 representing a new beginning, 1 also representing him coming into his inner truth. It's an energy of individuality and leadership and being that divine sovereign being, that empowered masculine that is clear about who he is and what he wants. And another 9 here, so we have 36 adding up to a 9, and we have a 9 here, so 99. And 99 is a number that is about serving humanity, fulfilling your soul's calling, being of service, fulfilling your mission, fulfilling this twin flame mission. So he's feeling the call in his soul here and receiving this divine guidance and wisdom about how to navigate this connection and build a deeper intimacy within the connection. So really a beautiful energy there. And the clarifying card that came up with this is the Magician. So the Magician is that energy of manifestation. So he is wanting to manifest something. He's thinking about manifesting a deeper connection, a deeper intimacy with his feminine. And when the Magician shows up, it's a reminder too that you have everything within you to create this, to do this, to fulfill this, to carry it out, to make it happen. So I'm sensing here that the masculine is having thoughts around like just worries and anxieties and sleepless nights, like just not sure how to manifest this, not sure how to create this, not sure if he has what it takes to do this. Some of just those worried, unnecessary worry, basically. So the Magician is here to tell you that you don't need to worry. It's unnecessary worry. You have everything within you to manifest this. So you have all of the tools, you have all of the resources, you have all of the wisdom. Like, look at how this Magician is this old man with a gray beard. He kind of looks like Santa Claus. And it's this deeper wisdom. The masculine has been through a lot in this journey, and in that journey he has attained great wisdom and understanding and mastery. And so the Magician is here to just remind the masculine, you have everything you need. You've got what it takes to do this. So find that inner strength within you to be this magician, to create, to take charge of your destiny, and to know that you've got what it takes to carry it out and fulfill it and make it happen. And this is a number one, new beginnings, that rebirth, that awakening that is taking you into a new chapter. And this is also a major arcana, so the divine coming in here with powerful energy of manifestation. So really beautiful energies for the masculine. And I'm noticing with the colors on these cards too, the orange represents the sacral chakra and blue represents the throat chakra. So I also feel like the masculine is thinking about how to communicate to the feminine, how to approach this, and that could also be connected to some of the worries that he's having about whether or not he can do it, whether or not he can manifest it, whether or not he can make it happen. But he can. What is the masculine feeling in his heart when it comes to his connection with his feminine? So 2 cards popped out. Once again, 2 cards popped out for each question here. So the first card that came up is Deceit in Reverse. So this is connected to that authenticity that I was talking about. I'm going to hold it upright just for the sake of the image. So, okay, I'm just getting like so many messages. This is like so huge. I can feel my heart expanding while I'm holding this card. Whew. Okay, so I'm just asking Spirit, where should I start? Okay, so the masculine, he's having new feelings around this connection, like there's been a shift. And I feel like this Sagittarius energy and the 12-12 gateway that we just went through created this powerful shift, which is part of that curveball energy, part of that tower energy that has come through. So the masculine is experiencing this shift, this heart opening, this heart activation happening in his heart. And this Cancer full moon is really ushering this in as well and going to help soften it and expand it and open it up even more. And okay, so one message that I'm going to share is after I pulled these cards, I saw a scene from the Grinch That Stole Christmas, Dr. Seuss. If you're familiar with Dr. Seuss, The Grinch That Stole Christmas, that whole story. And I'm going to post a link to this in the description box if you want to see it, but Spirit was showing me that what is happening to the Divine Masculine's heart at the solstice and with this full moon in Capricorn is this major heart expansion. And there's a scene in The Grinch That Stole Christmas where the Grinch tries to ruin everybody's Christmas in Whoville. And he goes and he steals all the presents and takes down all the lights and tries to like ruin Christmas for all of the villagers in Whoville. And so then the next day, the Grinch realizes that everybody in Whoville is singing. And it starts this like epiphany and this awakening in him. And he starts to realize that Christmas isn't about the 3D, the physical, the ego, material stuff. Christmas is about spirit. Christmas is about the heart. Christmas is about the power of love. And it's making me emotional, like just as I'm talking about this, because this is what is happening for the Divine Masculine. Oh my gosh. This is really powerful energy that's coming through. Okay. So I encourage you to check out that clip. But it's like the Grinch's heart grows like 3 times the size. It's like this huge heart opening and this huge heart activation. So it's like the masculine is starting to wake up to the fact that love transcends the ego, love transcends the 3D, love transcends material stuff. And we see this sinister looking character in this card who's like clenching onto these coins and hiding behind this curtain. And so the masculine has been in this energy where he's been like pulling back and hiding and withdrawing and, you know, holding on tight to all of these material things that make him have this illusion of comfort and safety. And this is part of the masculine wounding that is being healed, that is coming up for healing, where he's clearing this out of the old template and waking up to the power of divine love, of unconditional love. And so yeah, it's just really amazing, really powerful energy coming in. And I also just feel like, well, okay, I think I'm going to show you the next card, and then I'm going to go even deeper into more messages. So the next card that came up with the deceit in reverse is attachment in reverse. So these two cards fell out together upside down. So with the attachment in reverse, what this is saying is that this deceit energy that the masculine has been in, that has been keeping him stuck, keeping him held back, keeping him behind this curtain and clenching onto his 3D comforts, that this is all, with attachment in reverse, this is all being released. He is, if you look closely, there's a chain that's on her hand that is chained to this wooden post here. And so this post like represents the past. It's representing this old template of the old masculine that is being transformed and healed. And so the masculine is releasing all of this dysfunction, all of this pain, all of this patterning, all of this conditioning that has kept him stuck in this energy in his heart, where he has not been able to open up his heart. So this is being released. And again, I feel like these energies are going to carry out into the spring. So this isn't necessarily just for what's happening. It's like this full moon is the initiation of this, and it's going to like continue to carry out in the months to come. So the masculine is just going through a lot right now, and releasing a lot. And I feel like this deceit is also a combination of deceitful experiences, life experiences that the masculine has encountered, whether it was from karmic partners or work situations or family situations, whatever this energy is that has kept him stuck in these old patterns that have not served his highest good. And so part of what is also being released from his heart energy, from this heart opening, this heart activation, is the divine masculine opening up to seeing his own value of who he is as a divine being, as a masculine, and really recognizing that he has been deceiving himself as well by being stuck in these energies. And so he is recognizing that, and he is ready to not only just release the pattern, but also to step into this new identity of no longer attaching himself to these old ways, completely just clearing that out and no longer deceiving himself, and no longer he hasn't been able to trust his intuition, and that would lead him into situations of deceit. And now it's like his heart is opening, his intuition is opening, and he's able to now see through people, see deeper into situations, see through the false, fake facade, see through the illusion. Like the illusions are tumbling down, and he is really stepping into a whole new truth, a whole new version of himself that is more aligned with the truth of his soul, of his authenticity. And that is another message coming up with the deceit in reverse. This is the divine masculine now being able to be authentic with his communication, with what's in his heart, being true to himself, not fooling himself anymore, and not fooling himself about the truth of who he is, and not fooling himself about the truth of his connection. And seeing and recognizing his inherent worth within himself, valuing himself, and not deceiving himself anymore. So, yeah, this is just really powerful energy coming through here. And then I'm also noticing the numbers, and we have a 25 here, 2 representing choices, making new choices, also coming into balance, 5 again there, and then we have a 5 here with the attachment card, so 2 5s showing up. So that's, again, that energy of the masculine breaking free, liberating himself, cutting the chains from the patterns of the past, of these situations that he's gotten into that have created deceit. And the other message coming up with these is, it's reminding me of a dream that I had recently, where I was with a group of divine masculines, and they all spit into a jar. I know this sounds weird, but this is dreams. They spit into a jar, and I was the feminine holding this jar full of all of the saliva of the divine masculines. And then I went with the divine masculine, and we walked over to this other building, and I stood on the outside looking through a window, and the masculine was on the inside. I could see him through the window talking to somebody sitting in a chair. And the masculine was being interrogated. They were asking him tons of questions, and then they gave him a phone, and he called his mom, and after he finished the phone call, then he was shot and killed. So I know this is heavy, and it's taken me several weeks to process this dream, but what's happening here is like what was happening in that dream. The masculine is releasing patterns of persecution, and I feel like this goes into past life, but this is part of what the masculine is carrying in his masculine template. And the feminine, in that jar of the saliva, it came to me in a meditation that the saliva was representative of the DNA, like getting a DNA swab of like the saliva inside your cheek. And so the feminine is holding and supporting this DNA transformation. She's like holding the DNA codes and supporting the divine masculine in this transformation. So she's like holding this space for him to heal these wounds of persecution and heal the masculine template. So this is really powerful and really huge. So I just hope that this is connecting, and this is like making sense. But there's just really powerful healing happening right now for the masculine collective. And the feminine is here supporting and holding space for the masculine as he goes through this powerful transformation. And it is opening his heart and ultimately leading to him being able to express himself from his heart chakra. Opening up the heart chakra where it has been shut down and blocked before. He's going to step out from this curtain. He's going to just drop these coins, open up his arms wide, step out from this curtain, and just be ready to embrace his feminine, ready to embrace the world in a whole new way, in a whole new light. I think that covers the messages that were coming through there. Huge channeled messages coming through. And to clarify, we have another 5. So we have 5, 5, 5. 5 in the 25, 5 in the attachment card, and now we have the Hierophant, which is also a 5. So triple 5. So again, this is that energy of breaking free, liberation, moving into a space of complete freedom, like breaking away from the chains of the past, the patterns that have held him back. I'm also with this 25-7 is the spiritual path. So everything that's happening here for the masculine is part of his spiritual path. It is part of his journey in this twin flame mission, in this twin flame path. And so with the Hierophant clarifying these two cards, the deceit and attachment in reverse, the Hierophant is this card of commitment, or taking things to the next level, or working with his, it's like the high priest. It's like this deep wisdom within him that he's attaining now. And it's like seeing the truth of the connection. So I feel like with the Hierophant, it's like the divine masculine is feeling in his heart this readiness for a deeper commitment, or for creating some kind of a new framework or a new dynamic in the connection that is going to be more about partnership and be more about, it's like the Hierophant is about like codes and rules and structures. So it's like redefining this new code or this new structure within the connection, that is more heart-based, that is more open, that is more authentic to the truth of what is in the divine masculine's heart. So yeah, really beautiful energy, and there's this big full moon behind this priestess here, and this crescent moon, which represents intuition coming in. Beautiful energy here. So this healing that's happening, this release that's happening in the divine masculine's heart is ultimately leading to a deeper level of commitment, to a restructuring of the connection that is going to be more true and authentic and open and, true to what is in the masculine's heart. So, what comes to mind when the divine masculine thinks of his divine feminine? And so 2 cards came out once again. And so we have Victory and Man Holding a Coin. So I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory here. When the divine masculine thinks of his feminine, he thinks about this goal, this victory, this desire that he has in mind. He's got something in mind that he wants to manifest, that he wants to accomplish. And with this victory card, it is saying that not only does he want to fulfill this goal, this dream, this desire, but he has also done the inner work. He has been through these fires of transformation and change. He has had this heart opening and healing and expansion. He has gotten more clarity. He has, taken the time to sit in this contemplation and arrive at this place of inner peace, peace of mind around the connection, around what this goal is that he's going after. And with this man holding a coin, this just reminds me of the King of Pentacles. It's like that really solid, loyal, dependable, down-to-earth masculine that is really solid, that he wants to start something that is solid, that is tangible, that is physical, that is real. It's got longevity to it. It's something that you can see, feel, and touch. And he is just a really solid man that, has got his stuff together. So yeah, I just feel like the masculine is going after this victory with his feminine. This is what he has in his mind that he wants to manifest. And in his heart, he's feeling this sense of like a deeper commitment, a deeper desire for connection. And it's just really beautiful energy here. And then clarifying this, we have the Ace of Fire. So I feel like this is the divine masculine being reignited. It's going back to the solstice energy, the rebirth of the masculine, where the masculine strength and energy is going to start growing stronger and stronger as we move towards the spring equinox. And so again, this is just the masculine being ignited in his soul with this passion, with this strength, with this warrior energy, and he's like ready to go after his goal, go after his dreams, regarding this connection, and just create this solid, tangible connection with his feminine. And also, you know, this is just, I feel like this is him just wanting to take that leap of faith and being ignited with this fire that's just going to give him the power to overcome those anxious thoughts and those worries and those fears, and just be ignited with this passion to take this leap of faith, and create this stability, security, longevity in the connection. So just amazing, beautiful, powerful energies here. And like I said, I just feel like this is energy that is not only happening right now, but carrying us into the spring equinox. It's like this is the initiation of this wave of energy coming in with this solstice and the full moon in Cancer. So I think that wraps up the messages for the masculine. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to say with this Ace of Fire, something that popped in my head too was we have the planet Mars moving into Aries on January 1st. And Mars has been in Pisces, which is a very feminine sign. I feel like it has been helping the masculine break down the illusions and open up to his feminine side more. And after this healing energy of Pisces shifts and Mars moves into Aries, which is the home sign for Mars, it's very masculine, very fiery, very powerful, like take action kind of energy. So that I'm just feeling some of that with this Ace of Fire here. All right, well, let's shift gears and see what is happening with the Divine Feminine. So what is the Divine Feminine thinking about when it comes to her connection with her masculine? And the card that came up is All Tied Up. So what I'm getting here is it's like the Divine Feminine is just really busy. She has got so much going on in her life, it's like she doesn't even hardly have time to think about her masculine. She's got, you know, travels coming up or holiday parties going on, or work has just gotten really busy, and maybe she's signed up for a new course and getting back into studies, or maybe, you know, it's just like all this stuff happening. Like she's got appointments to go to, people to see, places to go. You know, and the holiday season is kind of like that hustle and bustle, you know, energy. Maybe she's hosting and family's flying in and she's got to get the house all ready. You know, whatever it is, whatever that looks like for you, it's like the feminine, she's got stuff going on. Like she just doesn't have a whole lot of time to really be thinking about this connection and her masculine right now. Not that she's not thinking about him, but it's just kind of like these fleeting thoughts in the back of her mind as she's like going about her day getting stuff done. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up here. And this is 23, so another 5 card. So this 5 energy was really strong in the last reading with the new moon in Sagittarius, and it's still here. It's still really strong. So transformation, change, overcoming challenges, transmuting that lead and turning it into gold, breaking free. You know, the feminine has kind of been stuck and felt like she can't move and she can't do anything. She can't move forward. But I really feel like these ropes of like twine or ivy or whatever is wrapped around her here, it's like that's all breaking free, and the feminine is moving into like this place of freedom and liberation within her too, and just kind of reclaiming aspects of herself, reclaiming aspects of her life, and yeah, like she's in the height of her feminine power, her feminine essence right now with this solstice energy and this Cancer energy going on. So really beautiful. And the clarifying card for All Tied Up is Justice. So major arcana here as well. We have 3 majors so far showing up here. So again, lots of powerful divine orchestration, universal energy stepping in here. And so I do feel like this is divinely orchestrated, divinely guided. It's like Spirit is ushering in all of this energy for the divine feminine to take on new projects, do new things, travel, get busy, you know, and she's like stepping into her power more and more. And this is creating balance with this Justice card. This is creating balance energetically in the connection. And it's kind of hard to see in this card, but she does have a set of scales here. And then she's also got this sword. So the divine feminine, she's just really, I'm noticing this feminine here. She's really standing tall. She's in her truth. This powerful moon energy with the Cancer full moon is just really, you know, igniting her feminine energy. And she's just really standing tall in the truth of who she is. And really bringing balance into the connection, because I feel like the feminine, it's like she's taking her inner masculine energy and she's moving it in these other directions instead of moving it into her connection with her masculine. It's like shifted now. And so she's like shifted her energy and she's getting busy in other areas of her life outside of the connection. And it's creating more balance and harmony energetically between the masculine and the feminine in the connection. Yeah, and just feeling this full moon energy, really being in her power. And this is a number 11. So that energy of manifestation and awakening. So really beautiful energy there for the feminine. And then what is the feminine feeling in her heart when it comes to her connection with her masculine? And we have appreciation. So I feel like this is the feminine really being in this space of like deep appreciation and gratitude around the connection. And again, we see another image. There's like all these images of these feminine figures, and they're all standing tall. And it's like she is in her essence of the queen. She is in the essence of the empress. She is embodying the complete essence of the feminine. And she is just feeling this deep appreciation and gratitude for the connection in her heart, as she is also feeling deep appreciation and connection with herself and for herself, and feeling compassion and love for herself and compassion and love for her masculine, and just being in the essence of like this beautiful rose, this divine love energy, and enjoying the beauty and the fragrance of the rose. And this is a number 15, another 5. This is crazy how many 5s are showing up here. So, you know, 1 representing her standing here as a divine sovereign being in her individuality, in her leadership, in her strength, preparing for this new beginning and moving through these challenges, moving through the changes, transmuting and transforming energies, healing. It's just really beautiful. And clarifying this, we have the 10 of water with this big Buddha, with his big Buddha belly. So I feel like with this 10 of water, it's like this appreciation that she's feeling in her heart. It's just this like deep emotional fulfillment. Like she is just happy inside of herself. She has done a lot of releasing and healing herself and releasing the past, and she's ready to move towards her true emotional fulfillment. She has let go of the things that were not fulfilling her, the things that were not serving her, and she is moving towards this full 10 of cups, this full emotional fulfillment. She's just like this Buddha here is just like, he's not like, you know, trying to please anybody, or, you know, he's not a perfectionist. He's just like enjoying life. He's just like in this childlike innocence, you know, and he's just like having fun and in a high vibe and just enjoying life. And there's another image here of the pink roses. So it's just this beautiful feminine energy, that pink energy of divine love and compassion, compassion for herself, compassion for her masculine, just that deep caring, and just honoring and recognizing how this connection has transformed her and opened her up spiritually and opened up her soul. And there's just so much gratitude there for all of the transformation that has come to her as a result of this journey. And so it is like this completion with the number 10. It's like achieving this state of emotional fulfillment within herself and moving into a new beginning. When we break down the 1 and the 0, it's a 1. So it's like moving into this new beginning and just having this deep appreciation and being in this place of joy, just being in the essence of who she is, knowing she doesn't have to like please anyone or be a perfectionist in order to receive love or get love. Like just who she is totally enough, like more than enough. Like she is just, you know, in this place of love and acceptance and ready to receive all that the universe wants to bless her with. So yeah, just I love that. It's just, and this is that water energy, you know, that Cancer full moon energy, that beautiful, soft, feminine, watery emotion, joy. And so what comes to mind when the divine feminine thinks of her divine masculine? And so the card that came up is envy. So what I'm getting here is that the divine feminine, there's just like still some things that are unknown. And so I feel like she's in this place of really using her intuition as she is standing in this shadow here. Like this Cancer full moon, it's all about intuition. And so she's just standing in the dark still, but she knows that the light is there too. And so it's like her intuition leading her in this connection. This card does have to do with having negative thought patterns. So there may be some divine feminines out there who are having some negative thought patterns going on in their connection. So if you are, this is an opportunity to step into the light, to transform and change. Bring in that energy of alchemy and transmute whatever negative thought patterns are going on so that you can see from the higher perspective and see from this higher light. And like I was saying, with the masculine releasing this wounding of persecution, the feminine is there holding the space for the masculine. And part of this healing is the feminine bringing in these energies of divine love and compassion and forgiveness and releasing the negative thought patterns, releasing, seeing it from that higher perspective. It's really important for the feminine to support the masculine in his transformation of releasing the persecution energies. The masculine that's part of why the masculine has been held back and not able to express himself, is because of this persecution wound in the masculine template, and the feminine is here to help him heal that. And part of how the feminine is helping the masculine heal that is transmuting the negative thoughts of the conditioning around the masculine. So whatever transgressions or grievances or pain or negative thinking is going on there, this is an opportunity to transmute that from the dark, heavy lead into the gold, the divine essence, the Christ light, the Christ consciousness. So opening your heart to your masculine. And the clarifying card that came up with this is the Eight of Fire. So this Eight of Fire, I feel like the part of this envy energy for the feminine too is that when she's thinking of her masculine, it's just like this longing, like this desire to step into the golden light, to move forward. We have this Chariot here, right? Wanting to move forward, get things going, which is what this card is all about. This is powerful forward movement. This is the green light. This is momentum. This is like all this energy, all of this light coming in and moving things forward. And so I feel like the feminine is wanting to move forward in the connection, wanting to move into the light. And part of how she can do that is transforming and transmuting these thought patterns so that things can start to shift, the energy can start to move, the obstacles can be cleared, and things can open up and things can start to move forward in the connection. And with this number 20, this is that energy of the rising up, the rebirth, transcending all of the differences, transcending all of the challenges, and bringing the powerful energy of divine love and forgiveness into the situation to move into the light. So yeah, really just beautiful energies for both the feminine and the masculine, just really powerful healing in the connection and just opening up, and just it looks really good. So let's see what the energy of the union looks like. So for the energy of the union, we have the World. So with this World card, this is a card of awakening and expansion. So I feel like both of the twins are in this energy right now of awakening and expanding and growing and transcending, just like I was talking about, moving beyond the challenges, moving beyond the differences. We are here to break down these old paradigms and create this new paradigm of divine love. So it is both of the twins that are expanding and growing and being in that energy of like this 0 point energy with this full moon that is, the world is our oyster. We are pioneering a whole new path of what a relationship looks like, of what love looks like. And I always notice these little lotus flowers that are floating in this dark water here. And the lotus is a symbol of awakening. And the lotus goes down deep under the water into the mud and the muck at the bottom, and it rises up to the top, and then it opens up and it is completely pure and white and pristine and clean. So it's just like this energy. I feel like the twins are really like shifting out of heavy, dark, night of the soul kind of energy and rising up like that lotus into this blossoming that is like the purification of the soul. and things just really starting to open up and expand in our connections. And this is a 29, so a number 11. And yeah, we have another 11 here with the Justice card on the feminine side. So 11, 11, bringing balance, justice, truth, harmony into the connection, rising above the challenges, expanding our consciousness, expanding our awareness, expanding our hearts. And so 2 is that energy of the divine partnership, and 9 again is that energy of the calling, the higher calling of the soul, the call to serve humanity. So beautiful energy here. And then clarifying this is the Ace of Earth. So this is this tangible, solid, new beginning that is coming in. This is a divine gift, a divine blessing coming in for the twins. And it is creating a whole new beginning. And like I was saying, it's like we are here to break down the old paradigm and establish this new foundation of what a relationship is through the power of divine love. And so I just see like mission, twin flame mission on these cards here. So beautiful union energy, and like I said, just really powerful time right now as we are wrapping up 2018 and getting ready to move into 2019. So let's shift gears and we will do a couple of romance messages, lighten things up a little bit. So I have these divine love letters, which are available on Amazon. I think you can get the book, or there is also a Kindle version, I believe. I think somebody commented about that. So I added up the numbers of the union energy, and that came to 30. So I'm reading letter number 30, and I've got volumes 1 and 2. So I will start with volume 1, number 30. You are light to me. In the parts of me that I had long forgotten about and put in a box. Let's see, I'm going to start over. You are light to me. In the parts of me that I had long forgotten about and put into a box. But meeting you made me not want to live in a box. It made me want to become more of me. More of me so that I can be everything that I am for you. Meeting you reminded me of who I am. I love you so very much. It's in the cells of my body, in the blood, in my veins, in the beat of my heart. You are what I hear, what I see, what I smell. You are my senses. I count down the days, seconds, until we can experience all of our senses merging together again. In a beautiful symphony of love, we will create the perfect divine note to send out to the world. We will let our hearts sing. Oh, I love that. I was seeing this deceit card in my mind's eye as I was reading that, and it's just like how it was saying, meeting our twin clears away all of the parts of ourselves that are not the true parts of who we really are on a soul level. And so it's like allowing us to open up and be authentic and embrace the truth of who we are as a soul and accept ourselves and be in the fullness of who we are and not be like in a box anymore, not be hiding behind a curtain. And this connection, it's like it shows us where we are hiding, where are we running, where are we clinging on to what's comfortable, and where do we need to expand and break free and step out of behind the curtain there and reveal ourselves, reveal our truth, reveal our hearts to each other through deep authenticity. And that is just so key in these connections, right? Like, we cannot come into union if we are not in full authenticity with each other and with ourselves. And it's challenging to get there, but this journey and the ascension makes it happen. And we are working on being our best version for our beloved and overcoming those blocks that are holding us back from being in a place of authentic divine love. So I love that. Okay, so I will do volume 2, letter 30 in volume 2. Stick with me. Don't veer off the path and start to give in to any fears and doubts that come up because of what I say or do. Know that it is all part of our plan because it is already set out for us. And as long as we stay true to our hearts and we don't panic, then we will be more than okay. We will have the romance of a lifetime. Every day we will live and love like it was our last day on earth together. Every second we will make count. So stay with me. Don't veer off the yellow brick road, because home is where the heart is. That is so perfect, because Cancer is the sign that is about home and heart, right? So home is where the heart is, and home is with our twin, and our heart is with our twin, and we do have this divine plan that is unfolding, and so we stay on course, we stay on the path, don't veer off the yellow brick road. Stay on the path, and it's not an easy path, but it's just like with the Wizard of Oz reference there, Dorothy clicking her heels and saying there's no place like home, and realizing she has had the power in her the whole time. It has always been within her, and that's true for us too. We have the power within us. Our map to our union is right there for us. We are following our blueprint to our union, and that is what the path is. That is what the yellow brick road is our blueprint and our map to achieve union, to get to our union destination at the end of the road. So very nice romance messages, and now we will do advice and guidance from Spirit. Again, this is from the Crystal Mandala Oracle. So for the Divine Masculine, we have an Ascended Master card and this beautiful red, this deep red energy. Oh, did I get the wrong page? Yeah, hang on a second. So this is number 36, Ascended Master Mataji, and Crimson Cooperite is the crystal. And relief and repair are the healing with this card. And I really do feel like the masculines have just really been through the ringer lately, and we all have been through a tough time. But like I said, the masculine is releasing this persecution energy and realizing where he has been deceiving himself, and it's not a good feeling when you start to realize that, you know, it's really challenging energy to face. And, you know, being strong enough to honor that and own that and recognize that within, and shift that into a state of authenticity and inner truth and just deep integrity and wisdom. So relief and repair. So I will read from the book for deeper insight for this healing advice and guidance for the masculine. We bring you the blessing of relief and repair. Our warmth and nurturing will restore and rebalance your body, mind, and soul when the light of spirit burns too brightly. Spiritual light is like the light of the sun. It brings life and joy, but too much can burn. If that happens to you, you will feel overwhelmed, overheated, overexcited, overstretched, mentally, physically, or emotionally. We will help you recover and increase your ability to be exposed to spiritual light again in the future without becoming overloaded or burnt out. We ask you to soften and relax into your rich red energy now, which nurtures you with the cooling, restorative life force of the Earth Mother. We shall help you naturally discharge excess energy whilst we revive, strengthen, and fortify you with our nourishing grace. Wow, so powerful. That is so powerful. So this is also making me think of this Deceit card, and look at this red energy here. So this is the divine masculine being able to handle this divine light that is coming in. And the feminine is more open spiritually. She can handle this divine light. She's more open to receiving that. The masculine, he has been in this energy of being more wired into the 3D, and it's like the light shining so bright, he has to hide behind the curtain. You know, it's like this divine light, it is intense. It is intense. This divine light and divine love, it can be overpowering, and the masculine sees this bright light from the feminine and it's just like, oh, the light, it's so bright. I have to run. But now this is shifting, this is changing, and this card is here to bring healing to the divine masculine and to assist him in shifting into this new level, this new frequency, so that he can open up to receiving more and more of this divine light without it overwhelming him or putting him into a state of fear. And so it's just beautiful healing here for the masculine. I just love that. It's just really powerful. Just so perfect. Okay, so for the feminine, we have So It Shall Be with Ascended Master Babaji and Diamond. So beautiful. This is that divine feminine energy. She is sparkling. She is shining. She is in the full essence of her femininity. She has been through so much pressure, like that coal, that lump of coal with all that pressure on it, turning it into the diamond. And now here she is. She has just completed a huge phase of being under this divine pressure of transformation and change and healing and releasing, and now she is stepping into this diamond energy. So it's beautiful. It says, we bring you the blessing of so it shall be. There are times when you will go through your life journey without any sign of what is going to happen. You may be working hard to heal an issue or build your dream and not really know if you are ever going to be successful. You may hope for the best, but you might not know whether you should really expect the worst. You may sense that the universe is asking you to trust in how things are going to turn out, and yet giving up your uncertainty is difficult. That usually means total and uncompromising commitment is difficult too. Where there is uncertainty, there is often hesitation and procrastination. Spirit doesn't want you to miss out on your dreams because you lack faith, and therefore are holding yourself back from going for it with all that you have within you. So you are being given the blessing of divine decree, of absolute confirmation of success, and the divine granting of a wish fulfilled. Switch your thinking from possibility to inevitability. It is not a question of if, but of when. Know that you are going to succeed and commit yourself completely. Do not hold back. Go for it with gusto. According to divine will, you shall manifest the highest expression of your divine destiny in this lifetime. So it shall be. Oh my gosh, I'm getting like chills and rushes of energy going through me as I read that. And this totally ties in with this envy card here. Divine Feminine, if you are still in the shadows here of uncertainty, of doubt, of struggling with faith, of wanting to know that this sun, this divine light, this union is a real deal, that it's for sure. This is confirmation from Spirit that it is safe for you to have faith. It is safe for you to trust. This is part of what is written in your soul's blueprint for this lifetime. So know that you can be rock solid like the diamond in this connection, and that Spirit has your back, the universe has your back. It is safe to trust. Such a powerful message here from Spirit. So, and again, it's not a question of if, it is a question of when, and trusting in divine timing and being in your deep inner knowing within yourself. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can shake this connection. So really powerful advice and guidance from Spirit. And I'm noticing these are both Ascended Masters. And the masculine is number 35 and the feminine is number 36. So they are sitting together here, side by side, masculine and feminine. And this is just beautiful, like spiritual energy here, like this white light of the diamond, and the masculine being fully rooted into Mother Gaia, into the 3D, like earth energy, really grounding the union. The feminine really bringing in the spiritual essence, and the masculine really grounding it. So, what a powerful reading. I just can't believe this. It's just so beautiful. So I'm just so happy to get to be the messenger to share this with you. And I hope that you all enjoy many blessings this holiday season. And yeah, I'm just so honored to be on this journey with you, and I'm sending you all so much love and so much light, and I will be back after the new year for another reading, so I will look forward to seeing you then. Take care. Bye-bye.